Hi Year 5 and welcome to episode 6. Now we're super excited to see you next week. However, we've got one more episode for you. So today we've got two things going on. You're going to be doing a circuit workout with Mr. Shawls, which I know is going to be great fun. It is going to be tiring, so make sure you've got yourself a drink. And then later on we're going to be looking at ladder work where you're working through beginner level, intermediate level and advanced. And then we've got a bit of a challenge for you. So all that's left to say is enjoy episode 7, have fun. Remember, if you struggle, just go back, press rewind, and I'll see you at the end. Bye. Hi Year 5 and welcome to your circuit workout. So today you're going to be looking at all different things. You're going to be working with Mr. Shawls through your circuit and then you're going to be cooling down. The idea for today is to work as hard as you possibly can to enjoy the movement, and there's things there that you probably haven't had a go at before. So you'll notice that we've got our board set up. I've just explained what we're going to be doing. So our circuit workout is what it's called. You're going to be doing your warm-up with me. You're then going to be doing your circuit, which means that you're going to do 1-minute exercises. So we've done this before, we did it last week, where you're going to time yourself for a minute or you work alongside Mr. Shawls. In that circuit, you're going to be looking at walking lunges, elbow plank with a leg lift, burpees, bicycle crunches, and a wall sit. So you're going to need a wall that hasn't got anything on it. No boxes, no boards, no nothing. It's got to be a flat wall so that you can sit against. And then you're going to do your cool down with Mr. Moore. So the idea is that you're going to work through these as much as you possibly can. We're going to describe them all, but we better send you over to get yourself a wall. So off you go. So we're going to start with mobilising our joints. We're going to start with our head. We're going to turn to look over our shoulder and to the other side. And over the other side. So we're literally moving from side to side, nice and controlled, and mobilising our neck. Now we're going to look down and up. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Last one. Good. Then we're going to move on to our shoulders. So we're going to roll our shoulders back. Good. Really mobilising those joints. Get them ready for our high intensity training. Roll them forward. Hands on your hips and rotate your hips. So we're going to be around like we've got hula hoop. And the other way. Brilliant. We're going to do some leg swings. So just swinging our legs back and forward. So we're just mobilising that hip. If you lose your balance, don't worry, start again. Just get yourself back into that position. And swap legs, the other leg. Good, so you'll notice that my hands are going opposite. So from here, that went wrong then. So in, so it keeps my balance. Good, opening the gate, so we're going to bring our knee up and out. Knee up and out, so swapping legs. Good, we did this last week, well done. We're going to close those gates now, so we're going to bring it in, 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 in. Okay, then let's just move on to our wrists and ankles, so we're just going to get those wrists and ankles ready, and the other side. Ooh, lost my balance. Okay, I think we're ready for a pulse raiser. So we're going to start with jogging on the spot. Jogging. Good, we're only doing this for a little while. Warm up doesn't need to be too long. Keep going. And then we're going to move on to bottom kicks. That means that our feet are going to come up to our bottom. Good. Keep it here. High knees, so our knees come out to our chest. Brilliant, you're doing really well. Hopefully you start to feel your heart rate raising. Now we'll do some jumping jacks. Good, keep it going. Keep going. And stop there, well done. Now you should feel slightly out of breath, not massively, because that's what the hip work's going to do. We're going to move on to stretching, so we're going to go from head to toe. Are you ready? Starting from our head. We're going to start with our chin on our shoulder. And stop to the other side. Good, try and get that ear to your shoulder. And the other side. Good. Bring one arm across your body. Bring it in nice and tight. Well done. Swap. And one arm behind. And swap arms. Good. Next we're going to move into side bend. So remember, you don't want to be bending forward, you want to keep yourself nice and straight. We're going to go over, sliding the other hand down our leg, hold it here. Back up, over to the other side. Great work, well done. Both feet facing one wall, and we're going to bend our front leg, keeping our back leg nice and straight. And swap to the other side. Brilliant, let's test your balance. Let's have a look at those quad stretches. So bring those knees together. Remember, focus on something that isn't moving. And swap legs. Remember, knees together. If you can't feel it, push your hips forward and you'll start to feel it down the front of your quads. Brilliant, feet out nice and wide. We're going to lunge to one side, bending one leg, and you should feel the stretch along the inside of your leg. And swap. Well, let's give it a shake. Okay, I hope you guys are nice and warm. So we've got a mat only because we might slide on this floor. So if you've got laminate flooring in your front room, if that's where you're doing it, then please put something down where you're not going to slide as much because we don't want you to get hurt. So we're going to look at these separately so that you guys get used to what you're about to do, and then we're going to set you off with Mr. Shaw's. So the first thing we're going to look at is walking lunges. Now walking lunges is exactly how it says. You're going to lunge forward with one leg, bringing the other knee close to the floor. You want to then come back up and then you're going to continue the other way. Now I'll probably only get 2 lunges in here because that's the amount of space I have. If you only have a small amount of space, then do a standing still lunge where you're just lunging out and coming back to the same spot. So walking lunges, stepping forward, bring your foot down, your knee down, come back up and then carry on. So stepping forward with the opposite leg, down and up. You're going again. Oh, I managed to get 3. Down and up. Now I've run out of space, so I'm going to turn around again, walking back the other way, down and up. I'm not hitting my knee on the floor. That's not the point of it. The idea is a controlled movement. Down and up. Coming back in. Now if you have problems with your knees, which some of you might, we have a few knee problems in the PET, the idea is to take it slow and steady. Yes, you've got a minute, but if you only get a few done in a minute, then that's better than nothing. So that's the walking lunges.
Now moving on to our second exercise, which is an elbow plank with a leg lift. Now it's similar to what we've done before. Our back needs to be nice and straight, and so as I'm going to demonstrate, but we're going to be focusing on our core. Now this is going to be perfect for improving and strengthening our abdominals, which are our belly muscles. So you're going to go on your elbows. Again, nice soft mat, something comfortable, or carpet if you can. Back nice and straight. And every so often, it's nice and controlled. You'll lift in one leg and slowly back down. The other leg and slowly back down. It's very important that it's nice and controlled and it's not done fast, because you want to be really focusing on your core. Again, slow and steady if you can, nice and controlled. Have a practice with Mr. Schultz. Let's see how you get on in your minute. Good luck.
Burpees, right, so a burpee is probably a quite tricky and difficult one. Now, if I could do this on roller skates, I could probably do this here. However, this is quite hard. And if you do struggle with it, you can always go back to when we did our HIIT workout where you do a low impact one, which is where you step back in and stand up. But we'd really like you to have a go at a full burpee. So standing facing my mat, because obviously we might slide here, I've got to go down, kick my feet out, kick my feet back in and jump. And that's a full burpee. So going back down, out, in, jump. So that's your full burpee, and the low impact burpee look like this. We go down, step back, in, back, and stand up. So you've got two options there. Don't take the easy road. If you can do a burpee, have a go. If you find halfway through your minute you're getting very tired or it's starting to hurt, then move to your low impact burpee. But give it your all.
Now we're moving on to bicycle crunches. Now for these ones, again, they're working on your core, your abdominals. So for this one, you're going to lay on your back, laying sideways so you want something nice and soft. And you're going to have your hands up by your head. Now I'm going to show you a different variation after I've demonstrated this one. However, your legs are going to be off the ground, your hands are going to be up by your head, at the side of your head or behind, not gripping the hands. And the idea is your elbow is touching your opposite leg. You're moving it up and you're touching. You're not going all the way down, you're working your core throughout. You're swapping legs. So elbow, my left elbow to right leg. Now, if you're not as comfortable doing that, just lay down, okay, again with your hands behind your head or by the side of your head, and you're just turning. It's all about getting that twisting motion, keeping your feet planted on the floor. But really challenge yourself and give it a go. Let's see how we go with Mr. Schultz.
And last but not least, we're going to have a look at the wall sit. Now the wall sit, we've had to move our position because we couldn't find a wall that was flat without anything on it. So we're now here, and Mr. Schultz will be here later. And the idea of a wall sit is that you're going to have your feet out in front of you and your back's going to be flat against the wall, and your knees and legs are going to be in a 90-degree angle, so a right angle. The idea is that you're going to stay there for the full whole minute. So to get yourself into that position, you might want to put your hands on the wall, lower yourself in, and then bring your back nice and straight, keep your head up and hold it here. If you think your feet aren't in the right position, like me, you could just shuffle them, but the idea is that you're just going to stay here for the full minute. Now this is tough and it's going to burn your legs, but just try and tough it out. You've got this. We did grit all last term. You're going to be amazing. So I'm going to send you over to Mr. Schultz, who is going to run through the whole circuit. Good luck.
Ten seconds left, Mr. Schultz. Now we're going to move into the elbow plank with a leg lift. When you're ready, Mr. Schultz.
One leg up, yeah.
And then down, just changing legs in between. Well done, sir. You can change legs in between, Mr. Schultz. Good job. Ten seconds, Mr. Schultz. Doing a great job. Well done, everyone at home as well. And well done. The next one we're moving on to is a burpee. So burpees. So when you're ready, Mr. Schultz, get set for burpees. Ready, and off you go. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds left, Mr. Schultz. 5. Well done. Get your recovery, have a rest. Now we're moving on to bicycle crunches. We've got 2 left. Brilliant job. Well done. It's perfect time to get a quick drink, get ourselves set. Mr. Schultz is working really hard. I know you are at home too. So legs in the air, elbows touching each hand by your head, elbows touching your opposite knee or leg. Off you go. Well done. Getting that rotation at our belly, tensing that core, twisting our body. "30 seconds left, Miss." He's doing a great job. 10 seconds left. Oh. Really working your core. Well done, Mr. Schultz. Final exercise is wall sit. 1 minute. You've got this, Mr. Schultz. Ready and go. Well done. Mr. Schultz is challenging himself, putting his arms straight in front of him as well. If you're not as comfortable, just put them on your lap. Mr. Schultz is really challenging himself. "40 seconds left. Just over halfway.
Shut up, quit.
10 seconds left. Well done. You have completed the circuit workout. Okay, we're now at the end of our session. It's very important we now cool down and do some stretches. This will help with our recovery, to help support and strengthen our muscles. So we're going to start from top to toe. So just for this one, again, we're moving to the left, focusing on our neck. It's nice and slow. Everything we do is controlled. Moving it to one side and to the other side. Well done, looking straight across. One more time. Looking over to one side. Nice and slow. And one more time. And up. Nice and steady, looking up. And down. One more time and up. And down. Now again, we're going to do shoulder shrugs, but nice and slow this time. So rolling backwards, really slow. Really slow, nice and steady. And forwards, nice and slow again. Loosening those muscles, helping that recovery. Now this time, arm across our body and hand up, arm under our elbow. We're pulling it towards our chest, just steady, nice and slow. Holding it for 10 seconds. done. You should be able to feel it in your tricep and bicep on your arms. And shake and change arms again. Well done. Well done. Now back to our hips again. Nice and steady moving forward. Legs shoulder width apart and back. Nice and low and forward. And back, nice and steady, nice and slow. And now to the side. And to the other side. One more time, you're doing a great job. Now this time we're going to stretch our top of our legs, so our quadricep, our quad muscle up here. So we're going to hold on to our ankle, focus on something not moving. Doesn't take much for me to lose balance if not. Okay, try again. 10 seconds, we're going to try and hold this for. Back nice and straight, focus on something not moving. Well done. And change legs now. I can't hold to my ankle, so I'm just going to lift my leg. So remember, holding on to your ankle, looking at something not moving. 10 seconds. We can do this. You've done so well so far. Brilliant stuff. Now we're going to move to the floor. We're going to have our feet touching, so the soles of our feet touching. Arms or hands on our ankles. We're just pushing down, pushing our elbows down on the inside of our legs. Brilliant stuff. Nearly there, nearly there. Well done. And just for this one, we're going to put our legs in a shape. We're going to point our toes to the sky. Lift up, hands super high into the sky. Breathe in, nice deep breath. And as we're breathing out, we're going to reach forward. See how far you can get. I struggle to get far at all in this one. Try it one more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Well done. You've done absolutely amazing. Welcome to our motor skill activity. Now today we're going to be looking at ladder work. Ladder work. Now this is something we've done plenty of times in fitness or our lessons or extracurricular activities. However, we're going to set up and improve our agility, improve our speed and our footwork, because it's fundamental in the sports that we're playing at school, as well as home life. So this is what the ladders we use at school looks like. However, at home, you might not have those ladders. So I want you to set up, when we get into our activity, 6 socks in a line, maybe 1 step apart, or 1 foot sides apart, so you can have them laid up as so. Looks fun. Look forward to seeing you soon. Miss Bo is going to be doing the activities with you. Each stage of the activity is going to be looking at different parts of footwork, speed. Some might be looking at pattern sequences, others might be based on quick feet in specific areas. All of it will improve your speed, fitness and agility at home. Look forward to seeing you in a minute. Good luck.
So we're going to start with beginner level, and the beginner level is a nice easy one that will allow us to get used to using the ladder that we've created. Now for this one, we're going to have 3 different variations, and you're going to need to have a go at all 3. So the first one is as simple as it gets, literally going in each rung with 1 foot, as if you're running through the ladder. So that looks like this. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. So the idea is that we're completely running through, only 1 foot in, really super beginner level. So, when you're doing this, your feet are going to stay within the ladder. As you saw earlier, the normal ladder would have sides. We don't have that. So the idea is you're going to keep your feet between where the socks are. So in. Brilliant. The second level is 2 feet in. So the second variant to our beginner level is 2 feet going into each rung. So we start at the end, We're going to step in, but this time the other foot comes down to mark that we've got both feet in each rung. So in, down. Now I'm leading with the same leg each time. You might want to do that. Okay. Or you might want to change it up. Depends on how you feel really, but I prefer to lead with one leg. So that faster would look like this. And you'll notice that when I go faster, I'm not using my flat foot, I'm on my toes. Then the second one is sideways. So like that one, you're going to go sideways through, starting facing either the camera or the screen. And we're going to step, step, step. So you'll notice my feet are still within the rungs. Step, step, step. So a bit quicker looks like this. I'm going to let you have a go now with Mr. Schultz.
Just continuous, yeah?
We're now on to intermediate level. We've tried the beginning, we've had a go, you had a go with Mr. Schultz, so well done. This time we're going to look at in and out of our ladder. So the last one we did, we were going inside and I told you your feet needed to be between where the socks were. Well, now we're moving from side to side, trying to get moving in and out of the ladder we've got created at home. So let's see. Number one, the first one we're going to be doing is you're going to step out to the side, step in, step together, step out to the side. Step in, step together, step out to the side. So I've moved up each one, so I'm sort of moving diagonally. Once again, in, so I would be in the ladder, now I'd be out the ladder. In the ladder, out the ladder. In, out. So once again, that would look like this. To the side, into the middle, up to the next rung, out to the side, in, up again, in, up again, in, up again, in, up again. So it's kind of a bit like a dancing move. The idea is that you're moving your feet in a nice pattern to get yourself through here. So moving up to it a little bit quicker, we move it. You'll notice that I'm back on my toes again because I'm trying to tap as I do so. So, faster. And you'll recognise that's a lot of agility that we would do in PE. So, our level number 2 is that we're only going to leave one foot in this time. So, from the beginning, same motion, zigzagging in and out, but this time you'll step and you keep yourself moving all the time. Okay? So looking at that again, to the side. Oh, did I go right? I didn't, did I? So from here, so now it's just one foot out and then stepping back in. So only one foot out, stepping back in. So let's watch that sped up. So from here, oh, I get myself all very confused. Brilliant. And then level 3 of this area is that we're going to try that backwards. So we're now going to be moving through the ladder, going backwards. So let's see if we do this. Whew. So slowly, I might want to do the first level where I'm stepping, just to get myself into a rhythm, just so I know what I'm doing. Because the last thing I want to do is slip on a sock and fall over on a laminate flooring. Now, if I was going to do this faster, and you'll notice I've tapped, so I'm using both feet. This time, I'm going to go through like the second level, where it's 1 foot, 2 foot, in the middle. Good, and then at speed, let's see if we can do this. Woo, pressure's on. Oh, I felt myself touch that sock, so I'd have to try a bit harder. So I'm going to leave you to have a practice with Mr. Schulz. We're now in advanced level, so we've mastered the last two. We're going to have a go at advanced level. Now this is going to be tricky, so you're going to need to really switch those brains on and listen to it, because these ones are patterns. Now we're going to do nice easy version of one, which is 2 forward and 1 back. 2 forward and 1 back. So it looks like this. You're going to start at your end, you're going to move forward 2, and you'll notice the same movement I used in the beginner, but now I've got to think about the pattern. I've got to go back 1. So I'm also using our intermediate level where we move backwards as well. So moving forward, 2, coming back 1. Forward 2, oh, I missed a foot there. Going back 1. Go forward 2, going back 1. And then the last one is taking us off of our ladder. So let's watch that again. We're going forward 2, back 1, forward 2, back 1, forward 2, back 1, forward 2, back 1, forward 2, and we're off. So at speed it would look like this. Okay, I'm going to let you have a go with Mr. Schulz.
And then the second one was?
And I'll pause it after that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So I've given you some time to try with Mr. Schulz, because I know that these are slightly more tricky, so you can have a go at each at a time. The next one kind of looks a bit like Pac-Man. If you've ever played Pac-Man, where it's go up and down and in and out. And the idea is that you're going to move up, across, down, across, up, across. Yes, you can see it. Down, across, up, across, down, across. And you're going to do it with the 2-footed method that we did in the beginner level. So, it's quite quite tricky because my brain's got to think about where I've got to go next. So if I go forward, I'm going to go sideways. I'm going to go back and back. Sideways, forward 2, sideways 1, back 2, sideways 1, forward 2, sideways 1, back 2, sideways 1, and then forward back to the beginning. So really thinking about it, I'm going to try and master it without telling you what we're up to. If you want to have a try with me, that'd be great. So I feel like I'm making a snake because I'm zigzagging through my ladder. So now I'm thinking, okay, well I think I've mastered the sequence. I think I've worked out where I need to go. So now I need to pick the speed up. Let's have a look. So remembering where I started. And you'll notice that I actually paused halfway because about here I got a bit confused whether or not I'd use 1 foot or 2 feet. So I'll try again. Let's go. Ready? So the moral of this is that I need to make sure that I take my time to start with when I'm learning so that I can do it. I'm going to let you guys have a go with Mr. Shaw's. Well done. I hope you've managed to master the majority of those moves. But what we're going to do now is we're going to set you a personal challenge. You've got 30 seconds to have a go at any one of those activities that you've just learned. So that could be anything from the beginner level, anything from your intermediate level, or anything from your advanced level. And the idea is that 30 seconds, you've got to get all the way across using whichever movements you wanted and score a point when you get to the end. If you go wrong, you reset and you go back. So if I was going to do it from a beginner level, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to start myself nice and easy, but I don't want to be too easy, I'm going to do the 2 foot in the beginner level. So, my 30 seconds would start, I'd get going, oh no, I'm doing my 2 foot and 1 foot backwards. And my 30 seconds would start, when I get to here, 1, 2. Go back, so I go back, I've still got 2 points, but now I've slowed down, I've lost some time, 3. And the idea is I tried to work as many points as I could. You ready? Your 30 seconds is going to start now. Well done on completing your own personal challenge. Now, for those of you that have really enjoyed the ladder work, I have got a super tricky one for you to think about. Now, like the advanced, there is a sequence to it, and I'm going to run through it for you, and then I'm going to give you 30 seconds to see how many times you can get through it without going wrong. So, we're going to start at the end, and this one is not only looking at that forward and back, it's looking at zigzagging, and it's making sure that you're concentrating on where you're going. So, from your start position, you start back. You're going to zigzag across, so in, to the top, back, zigzag across, back, zigzag across. across, and then back so that you've completed one run. Now, we're going to show you this in a picture form so you can see. So that picture describes exactly how your feet placement should be as you go through. But just another couple of examples. So if I'm here, I'm going to go back. So this is even challenging it further because I'm going to have to do a zigzag across backwards. Going forward, across, going forward, across, and then back to that starting position. So the idea is that you're really challenging your brain to work out how that pattern fits on your ladder, how you're going to move, and the fact that you've only got 30 seconds to do so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that picture back on the screen, and I'm going to start your 30 seconds. The picture will stay there so that if you do get stuck, you can have another go. And see how many times you can get from the beginning to the end before the 30 seconds is off. Good luck. Your time starts now. Start.
Mr. Schultz is going to have a go at the challenge. I'm going to count them in. Ready, steady, go! That's one.
Oh, lost my bearings there. It's even harder this way.
Can't count that one, Mr. Schultz,
No.
sorry.
Go back. Where am I going wrong?
And time's up, Mr. Schultz. Well done, Mr. Schultz.
Okay, Miss Pitt is going to have a go at our challenge. You have 30 seconds to complete the challenge. Your time starts now. Oh. Oh, do I do back one again? I can't tell you what to do. You'll go for it. Oh, I missed one. Oh, I don't know what, and then I've messed it all up. No, you're doing fine. Oh, you might have time to get another one in. Oh. And stop there. Well done, Miss Pitt. You scored yourself 2 ladders. Woo-hoo!
Look what I found, it's Mrs. Jarman. Good luck on your challenge. Ready and go! Well done, that's 1 point, well done.
This is so hard. I'm really slow as well.
And hold it there, well done. You managed to get 3, brilliant.
Yes! Done it. Well done, guys. I'm so proud of you, and I'm really proud of everything you've been up to over these last few weeks. And this has been tough trying to teach you through a screen, but what I cannot wait for is to see your faces next week. So make sure you bring your zest and your energy, because we've got lots installed for you for PE, and we'll see you next week.